Well, hello again, my reading rock stars. I hope you guys are doing super well. Welcome to my lit scene where I talk to you about what's been happening in my reading universe. First up, very importantly, let me announce the winners for the last two giveaways. The winners for the Explore Malaysia with Mark and Mary are Naresh RG and Leanne T. So congratulations, you guys. As for the winner of the signed copy of The Garden of Evening Mist by Tan Tuan Ing, as usual, I go to this website called the Comment Picker and did a draw, and the winner is Neville Lamesh. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Congratulations to Neville Lamesh. Congratulations to Naresh and Leanne. Now, you guys, thank you so much to everyone who participated. And as for the winners, please get in touch with me so I can send the books out to you. My email will be in the description box, so get in touch with me soon. If you did not win, please do not feel bad. There will be opportunities in the future for sure. One of the biggest news in September here in the Singapore lit scene will be the decision by Books Actually to transform fully into an online store in her 15th year of operation. I am of course sad about the closure of the physical store, but totally understand their decision. I shall miss that beautiful store, and for those of you who have been there, well, we're the lucky ones. Considering the current climate, one can understand why they have decided to actually turn to doing their business fully online. It has been working for them, while Kenny did he did the responsible thing by keeping his store closed during this time, mainly because if you've been there, the space is kind of narrow and they can only allow a few people in the store at any one time. Well, the good news is that they intend to go back to what they do best, which is of course getting good books out there to you, supporting a lot of Singlit events once the situation permits them to do so. In the meantime, guys, so please continue to support Books Actually or any independent bookstores wherever you may be by sending them your love and buying books from them whenever you can. That, I'm sure, is something they would really appreciate. In other news, the Epigram online bookstore has been revamped, guys. So if you check out their website right now, there are some new features. For example, you can now send some books to a few friends through a single order. So one order, multiple recipients. You don't have to order all the books and then send them out to your friends again. All you have to do is just key in all your recipients' addresses during checkout, and the Epigram bookstore will deliver your book and your well wishes to all the lucky recipients. They've also improved on their search bar. Now you can browse for more books by publishers, authors, series, or keywords and such. And from what I can tell, coming soon they will also be providing you gift wrapping services. So that's great. You can start planning for your Christmas gifts right now. I mean, what better gift than a book? And of course, you can always support the local lit scene. And I'm taking a look at their new website and I am liking it so much. On November 15th, 1943, Elizabeth Choi Sumoy was arrested for her suspected involvement in the anti-Japanese Operation Jaywick. Over the next 200 days, she resisted brutal interrogations that included physical and psychological torture. The duo behind Lieutenant Adnan and the Last Regiment, writer Danny Jalil and illustrator Zaki Rahman, returned once again with the first ever comic book about the legendary war heroine Elizabeth Choi. Be awed by this moving story of an ordinary woman who, with compassion and resolve, survived unimaginable horrors to become one of the most iconic heroes in world history. You can get your copy of Elizabeth Choi, Her Story from the Asia Pac Books website. I'll put the link in the description box below. There's so much happening in the kidlit scene here in this region, especially in Singapore. I will probably do another video focusing on these book launches, but we will start with this one. Urban Wildlife Singapore Hidden Creatures. Now this book is written by a wildlife researcher, Mary Ruth Lowe, along with best-selling author Eliza Teo. This enchanting and whimsical rhyming story will take readers on a journey to discover the nocturnal animals that live right among us. The beautiful illustrations that you see in this book is created by a very talented zookeeper, Chiu Chuan, and I find that the fact that they have involved everyone who loves the wildlife and are interested in the wildlife to produce this book gives it that extra special touch. The Asian Festival of Children's Content, AFCC, which I was fortunate to be able to attend last year, but this year it will be returning on the 3rd and 4th of October in an entirely digital format. The Singapore Book Council, organizer of the AFCC, has decided to reconceive the annual festival as a 2-day digital symposium in response to the pandemic, with a series of workshops, masterclasses, and pitching sessions on the 2nd of October 2020, preluding the digital symposium. The theme for AFCC this year is Voyages, and you can see that this is clearly very colorfully represented by a lovely illustration by Chen Ziyu. So along with Elizabeth Choi, her story, a couple of other books were also launched at the AFCC 2020 over the weekend. I will highlight 2 of them in this episode, and the first one is Just a Little Minor, written by Evelyn Sue Wong with illustrations by Danendra Pojono. Now this story is about Little Minor who wishes she was not so ordinary, but when her friend the magnificent Heron gets into trouble, she flies into action and discovers that even ordinary little birds can do extraordinary things. This is the first multilingual picture book in a series to be published by Epigram Books that introduces preschoolers and early primary kids to the diverse languages and cultures of Singapore. The second book I want to highlight is That's It, Punch It. This is written by Patricia Selina Ngo with illustrations by Rebecca V. Yu. Lily loves being Chinese and Filipino. It means she can have 2 of everything. She has 2 names, 2 languages, and even 2 birthdays. But when she is asked if she's just Chinese or Filipina, how will she ever choose between the 2? This book is released by Anvil Publishing. I do love books that celebrate diversity and inclusivity, so I would highly encourage you guys to grab a copy and check it out for yourselves. Okay, so one more thing before I let you guys go. Please remember that you still have time to order The Accidental Doctor, the story of Tun Dr Siti Hasmah, a joint effort by me and my co-author Eva Wong Nava and the super talented illustrator Debasmita Das Gupta. This book is such a special book and we want to share it with the world. Now, if you place your order at the publisher World Scientific's website with the code that I will provide for you, you will be able to get a 10% discount if you place your order before the end of September. That's all for this edition of your Bookish Bulletin. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please remember to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss out on anything. And do connect with me on Facebook or Instagram at Right On Course. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one.